Limited run games. No matter how much I try, I can't seem to back away from you. Why do you keep catching my attention with this kind of lineup? Now, while a good portion of the lineup doesn't contain video previews, I will try to talk about most of the games coming out. First off, 2 years ago, we all learned that Plumbers Don't Wear Ties would be getting a limited run release. Now the final date has been confirmed for this September. It's about time too. I was wondering when they would make this final announcement. Now all we need is the town with no name. Second off, remember the Castlevania Advance Collection? Well, that's now getting a physical release from Limited Run. So if you didn't pick it up digitally, here's your chance to get it physically. Now all we need are the Castlevania DS games. And of course, Dracula X Chronicles from the PlayStation Portable era. Third off, has anyone ever heard of Rise of the Triad, a game that was meant to be a sequel to Wolfenstein 3D? Well, Switch fans are finally going to enjoy this little PC classic. Though I wonder if Duke Nukem 3D will also get the limited run treatments. Believe it or not, in Japan, there's a Tiger Heli collection available on Switch. Now it's due out in North America on the Switch. This includes games from the arcade, NES, PC Engine, and Sega Genesis. Now, believe it or not, once again, a never-before-released Shantae game is coming to the Game Boy Advance called Shantae Advance Risky Revolution. But I believe if enough demand is met, there may be a Nintendo Switch version. Keep your fingers crossed, folks. Hold on to your butts on this one. A collection of Jurassic Park games from the NES, Game Boy, and Super NES are coming to the Switch. Sadly, this does not include the Sega Genesis games, which makes me hope for a second collection to come out. Also, have you ever heard of the Rose and Camellia collection? Originally a set of flash games to combine storytelling with hardcore slap fighting, this is one collection that is sure to get your slaps in. I'll get my coat. One game that has yet to hit North America until now is the original Super Famicom Clock Tower game. Due out next year, you can thank both WayForward and Limited Run for finally getting this game out of Japan. And there are still plenty of Japan-only games that deserve this treatment, like most of the Goemon games from Konami. Inspired by the CDI Zelda games, RZEDI, the Jewel of Faramore is due out later this year across multiple systems. You want this game? It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough dollars, for it will make you the greatest face of all of Earth. Right Stick Developers is putting out a new game called Double Shake. Inspired by Tomba, Klonoa, and other PlayStation 1 era platformers, this game will put your skills to the test when it comes out in 2024. Beats paying yet for another looter shooter. And speaking of which, Tomba, yes Tomba, is finally getting a release on modern systems, complete with a new soundtrack by Fujita Harumi. That's why I continue to buy games on Nintendo Switch. And sure, it's old, but it deserves to be played by modern hands. And finally, the Gex Trilogy has been announced. Consisted of games for the 3DO, Saturn, PlayStation, and N64. Let's hope this collection doesn't take too long to release. But as you can tell, a lot of the games that I talked about in the Switch Watch are games that came from older systems or never released in North America before. There are a lot of games that deserve to be played by modern hands, be it on the Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and mobile phones. No games deserve to be left behind on their older systems or in another country. But hey, only time will tell what other games will get salvaged onto today's systems. In the future, I plan on talking about the importance of older games on modern systems and why nostalgia still sells. Till then, I'm switching on out of here.